today we are doing a flip through of our Horizons first grade curriculum, and I'm going to show you kind of why we chose this and what it goes through, what it hopefully accomplishes for your first grade year or your first grade season, however long that takes you. I have a 6-year-old that will be doing first grade with Horizons. We've already kind of started a little bit, so I'm going to flip through with you and see if it might be right for your family. My name's Jordan, and I'm a homeschooling mom of 2, almost 3 kiddos, and we love sharing tips, tricks, resources on this platform so that we can learn, grow, and explore together, whether we are doing it at home, at Disney World like us, or around the world. We love to form community and help each other. So be sure to subscribe, and if you would like to join our community, I would love to have you over here. Now, we were using the good and the beautiful, and if you would like to know why we decided to switch, you can check out this video here. And if you would like to know everything we're doing for math, like all of our manipulatives, all the games, all the activities, all the extracurricular type of activities that we will be doing for our math this year, then you can check out this video, or you could just check out the full curriculum playlist for first grade after this video as well. I will link that at the end of the video and down below. But for now, let's just flip around so that we can take a look inside. Okay, so your first grade curriculum comes in 2 different books. So we're gonna look at the first book first, of course. And like I said, my daughter did already start with this curriculum. We started with Horizons because we wanted to dive a little bit deeper with math. Ari is pretty good at math, and she, other than writing her numbers, she's still working on that. We are definitely at a stage where she prefers to write or just answer the question rather than write. Like you'll see here, she just like gets distracted and just wants to doodle around. But if you just gave her the problems and just like said it to her verbally or sold it to her in a game, then it would be much shorter. So we are working on endurance and things like that, along with various other things that are primarily for a different video at this point. So we kind of start off with a review. So we do place values, tens, lesser and greater, larger and smaller, pretty straightforward. Like we work on our tens and things like that. So in different groups and different sets. So I do like that this is primarily a mastery level type of course. So, and as opposed to a cyclic type of course. And it does have very low stakes tests. Like they're very short. Just like your daily activities, like we're working on tally marks today. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different activities within this day's lesson. So it's super short. You do not need any other like teacher's guides or other things in order to teach your kiddos. And so I feel super equipped, but also Ari can basically do this on her own. I don't really need to, other than the days where she needs like a little bit of guidance with staying focused. She doesn't necessarily need my help with doing the problems, or with learning any new concepts. So that's great. So we have time by the hour. So we're still kind of doing some repetition. So we did skip around a little bit because the things that she was pretty confident in, we kind of just skipped through. So it does begin with word problems. You have your vertical addition and then our horizontal addition, and then switching it back and forth. We have more tally marks. We go to half hours and math with money. And then we go back to our calendar. We start with fractions and measurements. We have two-digit addition. So we have horizontal, switching it to vertical, and then doing the addition that way. And then we have, when you're adding 3 different numbers together, we do the words and make sure we know what the words look like themselves for each number. We're moving on. I'm not going to show you every single page, of course. That would be kind of time consuming and silly, but we move on to subtraction. We have more money with pennies and dimes. I really love that there is a lot of color, but it is also not super distracting. So you don't have like a whole plot line, a whole story that you need to talk about with your kiddos when you are just trying to do like, what's 4 + 1? Like, yes, word problems are important. That's what you're going to be doing a lot of in real life. However, you don't need it for every single one. You don't need a whole paragraph and a half. So this is why we like this curriculum. It's straightforward, to the point, super quick, easy. We are doing like ordinal numbers, more math with money, things like that. So we do subtraction, evens and odds. So we kind of already have touched on that before, but this is just a little reminder. So we do have reviews in here. So it's not necessarily teaching new concepts in a cyclic manner, but it does have reviews from time to time. And then we have some fun ways to do things as well. So I will give you an update later on in the year on how we are doing with this and if we utilize each and every one of the activities. We've already started to skip around, so that is saying something, but that's just because of how we like to do school. We are very eclectic and like to add in lots of different ways. Again, check out that video that has more information on what we are doing for like all the different ways that we're incorporating math. Okay, we have addition and subtraction. Let's get to the end of this book. So that by the end of your first half, you are doing like, what's our fractions, 1/3, 1/2, 1/4, addition, subtraction with multi-digits. Let's look at our second book. All right, so we're moving on and we're adding in the hundreds column. So that's exciting. I'm really excited for that. We do already kind of do that with her in different ways, but in order to see it in the book, that will be helpful. We are doing more calendars. We are adding in our different times. So we have our half hours, our quarter hours, more evens and odds, and then we are adding in more information about our hundreds, and then more addition when you're adding with a hundreds column. Ooh, we're starting to do graphs, which we've already done, but we are excited to do it on here as well. Right, word problems with subtraction. We're working on like dozen. Ooh, what's a dozen? Okay. And then before and after, so we do a lot of that just so that we are continuing to practice. More addition with our hundreds, so 123 plus 345. So larger addition problems. We have our 3D shapes. Does anyone else sing anytime they are not talking? I do. Also, that's a great way that I get my kids' attention. I'll just sing whenever they are. Sing whenever I want them to listen to. Now, I'm not saying I have a great voice, but that's just what my mind does. Okay, so we're adding money. We're talking about centimeters on a ruler, not just like measuring out inches. More with calendars, number sequences, double-digit subtraction. We're working with more clocks. Let's see what we get to by the end. All right, so, we have estimations. All right, greater than and less than or equal to. We're writing out rulers, we're doing graphing, we're doing subtraction. In addition, we're doing more fractions. And that is a book through of Horizon. So we chose it again because it is a mastery and it is not have a lot of fluff, but is still engaging and visually enticing to littles and keeps their little minds engaged. And then it also is like super open and go, super great curriculum for that. I don't have to do a lot of like prep or reading beforehand, even though I do a lot of prep for all of our other activities. Some of it's pretty straightforward and quick because of our organization system and just like having things on hand that I know are fun and engaging. But when it comes to like planning a unit study, those are more involved. So if you'd like to know more about what that looks like, or if you would like to see any of those other videos with different ways that we incorporate math into our daily life, or more about our first grade adventure this year, be sure to check out this playlist and I will see you there, pals.